I got a lot of fire in the heart right now, I'll tell you that. I don't want to set any precedent for myself, but I'm gonna give this organization my best.
It wasn't until the next day that you found out how serious it was. What were your emotions when they said what it was? I mean, it must have been shocking.
I definitely tried to find any doctor that would tell me no, but don't have surgery. But I mean, the common denominator was that, for my career and how young I was, they wanted me to go ahead and get it fixed and not play on it, and the organization was fully behind it.
If we had a camera in Derrick Brown's living room while you were watching a Panthers game, what would we have seen? What would we have heard from you in those moments?
Oh, for me, it was just, seeing the guys get better each week, and, I still yell and scream at the TV. So, I mean, it was one of those things where I know what's going on, so to be able to see it, I'm like, okay, all right, well, they need to do this, and do that.
When you were watching him in that back half of the season, what did you see from your quarterback?
Confidence. The confidence was brewing. He had a rocky year last year. I still remember, I was just having surgery, and they announced that Andy was going to start, and for him to go from that to being back in the limelight and doing his thing again. I mean, I was grateful that he got the opportunity, and then also that he was happy doing it.
There's an edge in this camp, and we can tell it from you guys when we talk to you, when you see out there. What do you think has kind of fueled that edge going into this season?
I just say the way that guys, everybody wants to be different around here. We want to be able to build a winning culture, and that's something that you can't just talk about all the time. You got to put that you got to put that on the field.
Rob Hunt told us it gives him chills to think about what you guys could do for this city. Taylor Moton was emotional, talking about how badly he wanted to be here to deliver that success. This is you've been here since 2020. What fuels you in that regard of what you guys could bring to this city with a return to the playoffs, with that sustained success?
To be able to, we want to be able to come out here and have this place rocking, with our fans, and have the stadium full of blue. For us to be able to deliver that back to the city, I mean, it's a big thing, man. We want to be able to do that not only for the city but for ourselves as well. But I mean, just to see the historic run they had in 2015, and what that was like, and to see the stadium back then, we want to do that again. We want to not just re-imitate that, but also do it our way, and then be able to continue that success.
How much does last year, and I know you were on the field, how much does that defensive performance bite at you and make you want to make this place hell again for teams to play?
I mean, definitely want to be hell on wheels on Sunday, that's for sure. It's one of those things where, no matter if I was a part of it or not, right, I'm still part of this organization and a leader of this team. So, I mean, I wear that same chip on my shoulder that all those guys that were a part of it had. And, for us to be able to go out here and make it different, that's the thing. We're going to do it our way, like I said, but we're going to change that for sure.
After another hot and salty day at camp, you told us at the podium that, don't doubt us, and that everybody in the building believes, and that's a dangerous thing. What makes you believe?
And I see these guys' efforts every single day. It's not about talking, it's about getting out there. And not only that, I mean, they always say, like, to have a rotation in which you have the guys that are there who can be as good as your starters. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, it's a long season, and being able to sustain that level of play, I mean, that's a big part. And I mean, I feel like so many of the key position groups on our team that we finally have that.